You're listening to The Jacob Lee Show.
Hi,
Hello. Hi.
how are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm happy
Good, good,
to
good.
have you on here and be talking to you about your new song that came out.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it as always.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Anytime. Let's have you introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Giselle. I'm a singer, songwriter, and musician here in Los Angeles, California. I'm 28. I've been singing my whole life, and I know that's cliche, but it's true. I play instruments as well. Obviously, I'm a musician, and I'm here today to talk to Jacob about my new song, Forever, which I just released on April 4th, along with the music video, too.
Now let's jump into the first question. It
Right.
is, who inspired you to make music?
That's a really good question. That's so tough to answer because, like, just always was. Does that make sense? Like, sorry if that's dramatic, but my mom, like, when she was pregnant with me, I was in there dancing. Like, anytime she had music on, I liked everything and anything. I would say if I really, really had to, like, dig deep and be like, who really pushed me, maybe that might be like the better or inspired me, honestly, would probably be like my dad, because RIP, because he was a singer, songwriter, musician himself. You know, of course, there's like famous artists that like I love. I mean, you know this. I love Mariah Carey, right?
Yeah.
So like growing up, I was always singing Mariah Carey, and I'm like, I want to be like her one day, you know. So of course, you get that inspiration as you're growing. But I think the real push was definitely like my dad. I wanted to do like what he kind of did, and then kind of gave up on, which was really sad. And I don't want to ever give up on that. So like his and he was very open about it. So like his stories of success as well as giving up really inspired me to never give up. And it's okay to accept success as well as failure as long as you're doing what you love. So I would say my dad definitely inspired me to pursue music like full time. Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. That's awesome.
I think I've never actually answered that question like in depth. You know what I mean? Like you make it comfortable to answer it. Like usually it's just like, I love Mariah Carey. Like I just leave it at that. But no, like definitely like in depth, definitely my dad inspired me.
I don't think like a lot of like artists like say like thank you to the parents and like say that kind of stuff, like their like parents inspired them or that their dad inspired them. So yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
Awesome. And then the second question is, what do you like about making music?
Everything. I love the whole shebang. I love the whole process. I absolutely just love, you know, every song is different. Like there's been songs I'm driving and I'm like, do 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 do, like just pops in my head. I'm like, pull over. I voice memo it. I write it down. Sometimes I have a physical journal with me. Sometimes it's through the notes app on my phone. But like, I love that aspect of it. But I also love the aspect of sitting down, maybe with a producer and them saying, hey, can you write on this? And I do. Or I produce something and I'm like, let me give this a shot. Let me give this a go. Like there's not a single part of it that I don't like. So I love every part. I love the writing. I love playing instruments. I love figuring out the melodies. I love filming the music videos. I love doing the photo shoots. I love putting the music out. Like I love doing the interviews. Like there's nothing about music that I would say I dislike. I had to say it's every aspect of it. Even if there's days that are like, oh, my voice isn't where I want it to be today. Even then it's like, whatever, just keep making music. I love creating.
Yeah, I like that. And then who is your dream to collaborate with on a song and why?
Okay, Mariah Carey, and then I'll say why, because it's Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Love her. I've been a huge fan since I was a kid. I don't know, everything about her is just so amazing to me. And as somebody who grew up as well with an 8-octave range, like to hear someone sing like that really inspired me to not like feel so awkward about it. Because I definitely like at one point in like my career was very awkward about the fact that I can sing whistle tones. And I had this voice coach in my teens who was like, don't be shy about that. Like that's a great ability to have. So, you know, by being pushed, but also listening to Mariah Carey, it just like pushed me to like be the better artist that I think that I am today at 28 than in comparison to who I was at 18 and younger. As for also, I just want to hear her hit a note that's higher than mine. Like, please, girl, like do it. Like do it. As for another artist, it would be The Weeknd. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a huge fan of The Weeknd. I've been listening since I was 14 and I couldn't get into his shows because they were 18 plus. But that was just when he was uploading to YouTube, folks. Okay. Okay, so I was 14 when I first saw him. Think of how big he is now, and I'm 28. Like, never give up on your dreams. Like, to me, he's one of the biggest reminders of that. I feel like in more of like today's music, because it's like he was at it since I was in high school. So the fact that now he's like this huge household name, it's like that reminder to never give up. I would want to collab with him because I absolutely love his voice. I love the inflection and the inflection in like the words that he sings and everything like he puts out. And I think it to this day he still works with the same like production team. Like everything's just straight fire. So like even if I only sing one note,
Yeah.
like, I'll be happy to just be there.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully that happens.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And what was it like making the song Forever?
Oh my god, that's such a good question. Okay, so I will give you some details since I'm here. So Forever was just like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I was sitting there and I was just like, I want to have a really poppy pop song, if that makes sense. Because you know my music, I usually fall in the genre of like pop R&B.
Yeah.
And that's why Come to LA was like a big deal because I'm like, pop country, what now? Like, you know what I mean? I was like, something different, you know? So I was like, I want something that like still has a little soul to it, has that little touch of R&B, but overall is very just like pop, repetitive. I don't care if it's repetitive. People tell me they like it. It sticks in your head. So, you know, I was like, I want to make a song that is happy and just cheerful and kind of just reminds you of like, I don't know, I can't say young love because I didn't experience it like as a teenager or whatever, but that does remind you, I guess, of like young love and being in love for the first time and like wanting to keep someone forever. Like I wanted to reflect on positives of being in love with somebody, you know, because I think a lot of my songs are kind of sad. So I was like, I need something like upbeat and fun. And I had the vision when I made it. I had the vision of like making sure this was a very like Y2K themed. Like I even like wore one of the outfits for my music video for today. Like, you know what I mean? Like I wanted everything to be like a Y2K aesthetic. I see the song as like pink and like purple, blue, like everything just very like 2000s, like early 2000s, late 90s. But yeah, the process was just like, I want to make a really poppy song. I wrote it, got the instrumental. I was like, this fits perfectly. Here we go. And so here we are.
The song is amazing and the music video is awesome. You did a very good job with both of them.
Thank you so much. I mean, shout out, of course, to like the team and, you know, the people involved. And, you know, I did my makeup today, but I feel like the makeup was beat a little bit better for the video. But that shout out to my makeup artist, you know, but the team was great. Like it would not be done without them. You know, I really, really appreciate the music video team, especially because like I give a vision that was probably like annoyingly detailed, but they hit every note. Like, and I'm like, this is perfect. Like it's one of those videos I look at it and I'm like, that's a little morbid, but I'm like, if I were to die tomorrow, I'm happy with this being my last music video.
Yeah.
That's morbid, but I'm so proud of like the team and I want to make sure I give them their credit too because they did such an amazing job.
Yeah, they did. And what was it like making the music video for Forever?
Okay, so it was a lot of fun. To be fair, the guy who filmed it also did the photo shoot. So usually like video shoots are maybe like 3 to 4 people. Sometimes it is like just one person depending on what the video calls for. Sometimes it can be more than 3 to 4 people. But this was just him, my makeup artist, and I'm not gonna lie, at first you're just like, this is a little more intimidating than if it's a whole group of people. You know what I mean? Because when there's like 5-10 people all staring at me, to me that's like nothing. 2 people there, I'm like, oh. So it was a little like, but it was fun. So we first started with the photo shoot. So we just did like photos in the first outfit for like the video. So that was like the process of that. And then as for the music video, it's, you know, you just do different scenes, you do takes, and to some people it might be repetitive, but like to me it's always fun, but especially for a song like this, because like I personally, I don't know if that's like rude to say about my own song, but I don't get annoyed by it. Like I'm not bored. You know what I mean? Like I was happy to hear that over and over. And I don't really like hearing my voice back, which is, I think many singers can agree to that. But I was just in such a good headspace. Like it was just so much fun that it was like, I didn't care how many takes we did, how many angles. Like at one point, there's a few scenes in there where like the camera's up a little bit more like this and like tilted down. He was literally on a ladder for that. Like,
wow.
It was just so cool. And then we even like, there's scenes where we're outside and we're in an industrial area in downtown LA, but like you can't fully tell. Like we show it a little bit so you can feel the aesthetic of it.
Yeah.
But like when I tell you there was just like trash on the ground, there was pigeons pooping everywhere, you wouldn't even know. Like it is just clean. It's done so well. But there's just, you know, like a few people had asked me too, like, oh, is this like an actual room? When I tell you it's a corner in a whole big studio, that's all we had. Just a corner. But like videos make things look so full and so you know, big and so much more. And, you know, we use that little corner for like the bedroom. And then actually the part where I'm singing, there's like a black wall behind me. That's not even like a set for their studio. That's literally just like their intro for when you walk in. But he's like, we can make this work. And I'm like, I think we can. And we did. So it's like really cool how it can be so minimal minimal, but it can look so big on a screen and like just look like so much more is happening than just, I took one step and I was right there, you know?
Yeah.
So that was the process. It was really fun. I think overall the video was a 3-4 hour shoot, something like that. Maybe 3. I think just 3. But it was a really good time, and I enjoyed every second of it.
That's good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then what was the writing process like when you were making the song?
Oh, the writing process. You always ask me these questions, Jacob. Okay, so writing process for this one, I would say was different because it was definitely a song. Like I said, I sat down and was like, I had the intention of writing a very poppy song and a very just like young love, happiness, bouncy, bouncy, woohoo, you know? And please nobody clip that. But anyways, bouncy, bouncy, woohoo. But yeah, I sat there and I was like, from what I remember, it was actually the verses first. And then I was like sitting there and I was like, how do I do this chorus? Like simple, but like being clear on like, no matter what comes our way, whoever I'm singing to, I don't know who I'm singing to, but you know, whatever comes our way, like we stay together because like it's forever. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, easy. I just want to keep you forever. And then like just simple like background things, and like it all just like slowly like pops into your head, and that's just like how it's done. That's the best way I can answer it without sounding like cuckoo. But like I sit there, I see colors, and I just see a lot, and I just sit there and like I just really like enjoy my time in that space mentally. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Like and then can we expect some more like songs like that to come out?
Jacob, every time. Okay, so can you expect more songs? Do you mean more on like the pop?
Yeah.
Yes. However, you know how I am. I cannot confirm nor deny if that will come out soon or not. That's all I can say.
Okay, that's awesome. Is there a meaning behind the song Forever? And if so, what is it?
Yeah, I would say it's just like that generalized. You always ask me these questions, and I'm like, there's never for this one. It's genuinely just sitting there and just thinking about what it means to really love somebody and to be in love with someone. I feel like I was just heavily inspired on, like I said, just everything like early 2000s. And you know, like those. I'm not the biggest fan of rom-coms, but even like it's a little bit of that, or just like things that kind of make you remember and reminisce what it's like to fall in love for the first time. And I feel like that's truly what inspired me, and being able to like reflect on that and what it feels like to want somebody like for the rest of your life. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like forever. Like I feel like we all like have in some way experienced wanting something or someone for a long time, but I feel like there's a differential between, oh, I really love this person right now, and then like, no, that's like forever, like no matter what. So I don't know if I answered it right. I don't know if you feel like I'm like weaving around that, but yeah, that's the answer.
Okay. I think that's good.
Yeah, sorry.
And what made you decide of coming up with the name Forever for the song?
Just because the chorus, it was really simple. But I was like, if you remember like early 2000s time frame, I feel like a lot of songs were like, they have the number 2 in them and the number 4. And I was like, forever. And like, I even remember like, at least when I was like, because I'm 28, so I was alive, but obviously like I was young, early 2000s, I was born in 95. So it's like, I didn't get to enjoy maybe things the way other people, like actual like millennials or whatever they are, enjoy them, you know, because I was a little bit on the younger side. But from what I remember like when kids would do forever and we'd be like forever. And like, so I made a point to like put that in the video too, you know? So I think it was just as simple as like, okay, forever, but the number 4, like it matches the chorus, it matches the whole thing, it matches the vibe of the situation at hand. So that's how I came up with like the title and how it looks.
That's cool. I like that.
Thank you.
Welcome. And then when the fans are listening to your music, what message do you want them to take away?
I want them, I feel like I say this with every song, and I'm sorry, I know it's repetitive, but my intention with my music is always, even with sad songs, I want people in some way to be able to reflect, right? So I want them at the end of the day to feel happy. I mean, some of the songs I put out they just are sad. I'm sorry. But sometimes it's good to feel that. It's good to express your feelings. And I think I wouldn't be, not to say other artists aren't like right by this, but for me, when I put it out, it's never with the intent of it having a meaning that I want to gear towards people. Does that make sense? This is my meaning for it. Yeah. But I want people to feel however it feels. That's always like, you know, I've had people like message me like, this song reminds me of my dog. Bet, like that makes me so happy. Like, you know, like just little stuff like that. Or just like, this song just puts me in a good mood. You know, like that's always my intention with my music. You know, if I could, I guess maybe force my hand a little there, I would like people to see like the visual that I see when it comes to like being in love and endless love and stuff like that. But I understand that's not everybody's like journey and everybody's story and experience when listening to music. And I don't expect them to you experience it the way I do. But I'm just honored that they take the time to listen and experience it however they want to. And I hope that it's always in some capacity positive and beneficial to them.
I like that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Can we expect an album to come out?
You are always asking this question. Okay, so if you really want an answer, Jacob, I can give you one today.
Okay.
As you know, COVID delayed a lot of things. All I can say is this. The songs that are supposed to be on the album are all done. Do I have extras as well? Yes. And do I sit there and go, should I change up the order of the album? Yes. So this is in the process delaying me because I'm being too picky. That being said, though, I've set myself an end goal. All I'll say is this. I won't give a date so people don't hold me to it. I'll either drop it in July or I'll drop it in August.
Okay.
Most likely August because that's my birthday month and I'm a Leo, so it's only natural I put it out on my own birthday month.
Yeah.
But I'll just leave it at that. Okay, you finally got an answer out of me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yay. Any upcoming projects that you can share about or like in the works or something like that?
Anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, musically, I should have a music video shoot coming up soon, but I'm not telling you why.
Mhm.
Leave it at that. Okay. And then I actually am in a short film of Halloween. So it's a reimagination of not Nick Castle's. My God, nobody's sue me. John Carpenter's Halloween. I know the difference. Sorry. I know Nick Castle's the original Michael Myers. I'm just nervous. I'm talking. But yeah, it's a film. It's going to be a short film. I believe they're going to break it up into like series films. So like a very short film and then another one, then another one. But I'm really, really excited for it. I can't say what happens to me, but your girl she's got lines. She might be one of like the main people. Okay. So I'm very excited for that project. Thank you. Especially because I haven't we just actually recently did the table read and it was a lot of fun because I kind of forgot how much I love acting. And we even did like test shots and I was like, oh, and to get told you're good. I was like, oh, I still got it. Because I hadn't done that since high school, because I've just been tunnel vision on music. So acting has actually always been something that I've done since I was a kid because my mom did it. So she got me into theater and acting. So I'm really, really happy to be revisiting that. And I think that's a super important thing about life is do things that make you happy. As for other projects at anything, I did open a small business at the beginning of this year called Bloody Hell Pins, but pins spelled with a Z. I just dropped a new pin actually at midnight to last night, this morning, whatever. So yeah, and that's more focused on horror films and Halloween stuff because anybody who knows me knows I love these things. But as you can see today, me as a person aesthetically changes pretty often. So I was like, here's a business dedicated to what I really love, but musically I'm always flexible with however the look needs to be. But yeah, as for the other project is the album, like I said, July or August. So I think those are the only, might be forgetting some things, but yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Okay, I like that. Then can we expect you to go on tour?
Ay, caramba, why are you asking me this one? Okay, so here's the thing. As you know, COVID delayed it. I had it planned out. I'll be so real with you. Last year, as you know, I suffered from a stroke, a mini stroke. So that also delayed me. My brain was like, so that's not funny. I had it. I'm allowed to joke about it. Anyways, I was planning it and then for 2023 and then I had a stroke. So a good chunk of my 2023 was getting my life back together. So that being said, when I was planning a tour again, a cross country tour, oh my goodness, dude, almost all the venues I had booked closed down because of the pandemic. I will be real with you, including one that I was so excited to perform in New York, but it's gone. So I'll be so honest. I'm not sure exactly when I'll be able to do a full cross country tour, but I do have the goal of trying at least in the spring of next year, maybe or even if possible, the early fall before it gets snowy in certain states. I would like to do a miniature one. So even if I can only go middle of the map of the USA, I'll do that, but just something that kind of correlates with the album releasing. So I can give you that much information. So it would be this year if it can work out. It would just be later, probably after the summer. Yeah.
That's cool. That. And then if you could hear your song on any station, any
Hits 100 Arizona. Hits 100 Arizona by Jacob Lee.
What station would it be and why?
Okay. Well, I had to shout you out. You always put my music on your station. So first and foremost, I have to say thank you. And I always appreciate it because it's not like I just because you put my one song on before doesn't mean I just should earn it each time. But you believe in my music so much that you always put it on. And I really, really, really appreciate that. So thank you. You are on the list as number one. But number two, I guess would be I don't know the actual station number, so I apologize for that. But the Ryan Seacrest show where they do like the Billboard like 100 countdown thingy. Like I would love one day for my music to even hit the charts so that way it can just be on there. Just so even if I'm 100, just put me there. Like please. Like I would love to turn on the radio and they're like, all right, is that how Ryan Seacrest sounds? No, it's not. But he's like, at number 100, we have Giselle with Forever. Like I would just be so excited and like so ecstatic to hear that. So yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully that happens one day.
Fingers crossed, buddy.
Be cool to also hear you on like the legendary station Z100. Oh, that would be awesome.
Yes. How could I forget that? I would love that. That'd be so cool, dude.
And then, what do you love about your fans?
Oh, that's so sweet. What do I love about my fans? I love how like they rock with anything. Like if I could do screamo, which I can't scream, but if I threw that out right now, they would play it. Like loyalty. Like, and I'm a huge fan of that. Like they are so loyal to me. And even if a song isn't, well, to be fair, actually, no one's ever like made about my songs. Thank you, knock on wood. But if for some reason, a song I put out is just like not really their cup of tea, or they're like, this isn't my Giselle, if they ever feel that way, like they still like they'll grow to enjoy it. I hope, like they still support me even if it's not their thing. Like I've even had people reach out to me before, be like, I'm not really into like this type of music, but I love this song, and like that means a lot to me. I would say like I really appreciate the loyalty from my fans. Like I think the biggest thing, and I think any other artist, especially smaller artists, can recognize this, like a lot of the people you personally know will not support you, but fans, like dude, they ride at dawn for you. Like they are there all the freaking time, and I appreciate that so much. Like people I grew up in a sandbox with do not support me the way that fans have supported me, and I consider fans like friends, like part of family. Like the fact that you show up for me is just so beautiful, and you consistently show up, and I appreciate that so much. So and I love how I've been so fortunate with my fan base that it's a collection of so many amazing beautiful people, like all from different backgrounds, all from different places and different musical backgrounds. Like some people, like I said, I have fans that are like, I don't really vibe with this, but I vibe with your music, and I'm like, that means so much. Like thank you so much just for giving me a chance.
Yeah. And then if you could go to any country, what would it be?
Any country? Jeez. I feel like this is one of those things, if I answer it, Jacob, I'll be so real with you. If I say it, right, then you get those comments, well, why not this place? So I'm going to just tell you, around the world, like Daft Punk said, around the world, like covering my ass, around the world. We're going everywhere. Every pit stop. I don't want to get canceled. I want to go everywhere.
That's a good answer.
Even the banished places, like, have you ever heard of like Snake Island? I'll go perform for the snakes. Okay, I will do that. I do not care. I will literally stop everywhere. Okay, if I have the opportunity, you will see me around the world. Okay, everywhere.
Awesome. Like that. And then the last and important question is, where can everyone follow you and check you out?
That's a great question. So as I said, my name is Giselle, and that's my artist name too. Sometimes people get that a little lost in the sauce, so I'll just clarify. But in order to find me on social media, you do have to type in It's Giselle Music. So that's going to be itsgisellemusic. It's the same handle on everything. My website is literally the same. It's itsgisellemusic.com. So I make everything really easy. I always just try to direct people to like social media and like my website, just because like you get the actual links to everything, unless like, because sometimes, sorry, I'm like babysitting my mom's bird and she just squawked. Sometimes like if you're on Spotify, you just type in Giselle. There's other Giselles. Like I'm not saying I'm the best one, but there's other Giselles, and so you have to either type in like Giselle Forever or Giselle Convenience or Giselle Come to LA. So it's like, if you want to avoid all that hippity hoppity, click the linkity winkity. Cancel that one. Get me out of here. I'm trying to be serious, Jacob. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, it's gissellemusic.com. Thank you.
Welcome.
Banished. He's like, I'm never interviewing her again. Banned. So sorry, but yeah, that's okay. That's it. Yeah, that's it. And I appreciate you so much. Oh, also thank you, by the way, y'all. I don't know if this is correlated with your show, but you all know he's in charge of Hits 100 Arizona. So make sure to tune in. Forever is in rotation. Thank you so much, Jacob. So if you want to hear it on the radio, make sure you tune into Hits 100 Arizona. Thank you for the interview. Thanks for talking. Thanks for having me. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for coming on here and taking the time out of your day. I appreciate it.
Out of my listen. The moment you told me, I was like, I have the look, I'll do the makeup, I will be ready. Nothing else will be booked. So I'm here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful night.
Thanks.
See ya.
Yeah.